sold my Les Paul. Should've never let it out of my sight. I should've never sold my Les Paul. Sunburst 85 somehow made me more alive. Once you start letting go, you lose a rock, you start getting old. Should've never sold my Les Paul. Never let it out of my heart. Wish I still had that black denim coat, sewn up with patches from every punk rock show. But you don't know love to give it away. In that Rust Bucket tour, man, I think about it every day. But you can't go back once you take that job. Got a wife and 2 kids and a pool in the yard. Should've never sold my Les Paul. Never let it out of my heart. Saturday, the old man there shakes his head, but I can't stop searching for my youth, for the sound, for my friends, for the life I should have had instead. Should've never sold my Les Paul. Should've never let it out of my sight. I should've never sold that Les Paul. A Sunburst 85 somehow made me more alive. Once you start letting go, you lose a rock, you start getting old. Should've never sold my Les Paul. I should've never sold that Sunburst Les Paul. I should've never sold my Les Paul. Never let it out of my heart. Never let it out of my heart. Hello.
Hello.
All right, we'll put a more neutral background there. All right, well, hello, folks who are tuning into the live stream today on Facebook and YouTube. I'm bringing up my comments so I can see who's coming in. Feel free to say hi, and in the chat we can see you. There's Beth DeSombre. How are you? DeSombre. I always say it wrong. God, sorry about that, Beth. DeSombre. I got it this time. There we go. Janice! So, all right. Well, it's so good. Oh, and Jeff Kimball from Boston.
Hey,
Jen, hello.
Hello, hello. KK.
Kissing? What's up?
All right. Well, this is very, very cool. So if you don't know these fine people with me, this is Catherine Miles and Jay Mafale. Miles and Mafale. My name is Phil Henry, and we're friends going back many years. But we realized we spent a lot of time making music together in the last several years, and very, very, very little time being in the same room. And this is no exception to that, of course, because we're still not in the same room, but at least we can kind of pretend.
Virtually.
So we're going to do some songs and talk about some projects that are coming, including the Kickstarter for my record, as well as talking about Jay and Catherine's really excellent record, Be Brave. So we'll do a little bit of all of that. So I guess I'll start off with a tune. Do you want to be on screen while I sing? So you look like you're enraptured? Or do you want me to take you out and bring you back in?
You never make us small, right?
Can I make you small?
I think you can.
Look at that. That's pretty good.
I'll mute us so that we don't,
We won't have there in the middle of your
Now, when you play, I don't know how to make you small. Let's see. Maybe when that happens, I'll just make you all there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm going to do a song from my previous album that's all about my childhood favorite toy, which incidentally is the same color as this guitar. This is a song about my Etch-a-Sketch. My mama bought me an Etch-a-Sketch when I was 5, and the frame was red, and the knobs were white, and the silver screen, the most fascinating thing I'd ever seen. Mama, she sat me on her lap a while, and she showed me how to turn that dial. Right before my eyes, lined in black and white, was a masterpiece. Then she broke my heart, she shook it hard, and that work of art was gone, 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 gone. I cried and cried and cried, oh, but Mama sighed. You got to shake it up. You got to shake it up, and then you start again. You got to shake it up. You got to shake it up, and then you start again. Mama, I'm never going back to school. I'm gonna lock myself inside my room. Oh, and here I'll stay. I'm gonna sit and just draw all day on my Etch-a-Sketch. Gonna make a world up inside this screen with paper spaceships and heroes, and nobody's mean. Gonna chart this life up and down and left and right on my Etch-a-Sketch. Mama sighed and shook her head. She said, I know it's not easy being 10. Tomorrow's another day. Remember what I say. You got to shake it up. You got to shake it up, and then start again. You got to shake it up. You got to shake it up, and then start again. You got to shake it up. You got to shake it up, then you start again. You got to shake it up. You got to shake it up. Now I grew up to be a mostly well-adjusted man, and I got hopes, ambitions, etched in the sand, temporary plan, 'cause now I understand what my mama said. You got to shake it up, you got to shake it up, and then start again. You got to shake it up. You got to shake it up, and then start again. You got to shake it up. gotta shake it up. And then he started again. You gotta shake it up. You gotta shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up.
You got to shake it up. You got seriously. I can't stand that there's latency, or I would be singing. I'm muted, and I'm singing.
I think a little echo, as though we're like at in a ballpark, would be pretty much awesome.
Nice.
So, Phil, was the Etch-a-Sketch truly your favorite toy as a child?
Absolutely, it was. Yeah. No, I used to make it to make all kinds of things, and we'd have to take a picture of it to save it, and I became an Etch-a-Sketch master.
An artiste.
Yes.
Were you able to master sort of the rounded looking lines, or how close to rounded could you get? I mean,
right, you'd have to do the little diagonal up and down to make your way around. Yeah, totally.
So my favorite toy when I was a child.
Steve. No.
This is, thanks to my brother Art, this is a 1975 first edition Bionic Man action figure that he found for a ridiculously little amount of money sitting in an antique store. And he sent it to me last year. So this was as a kid, this was really, I lived and died for. And for anybody who's not old enough to know, you would turn his head to the right, and there's a button on the back that you would crank, and his arm would lift up.
Whatever. It would lift up whatever.
Yep. So that's,
ladies and gentlemen, Jay Mafale.
there you go.
Yeah, I think every break will just bring out a toy, because I do have some toys to share.
I have a whole.
This is going to be fantastic.
Right.
This is great.
This is going to be great. Really. Great.
You got to shake it up.
All right. Well, I'm going to put your website address. There you go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So wait, somebody's saying that they still have one. You still have an Etch-a-Sketch or a $6 Million Man?
Oh my gosh. Wait. Let's see. I've got.
We can rebuild him. We have the parts.
just as the.
We were speaking with
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
Oh.
Bum, 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 ba-dum. That's the wrong part. It's the wrong music.
No,
I know. That's
okay.
the Gator speaking that over.
Oh, I can't even do it.
Kristen, don't tell Adam I sang the wrong thing. There it is.
All right. Well, Miles and Mafale, won't you play us a song?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, this is one off our new album. We're very excited. You can actually get the album if you'd like. We're doing a radio release a little later this year. We have it planned for, I think, September. Very exciting. But yeah, it's called This House. If you notice that we've been quiet the last bunch of years, it's because we were fixing up a house, the house I grew up in. But this song started before we started fixing it up, and it's not actually about the house. There's a hole in the wall right behind the dresser. There's a hole in the wall beneath the kitchen sink. There are holes in the walls of every single room inside this house. I scream and I shout every time that I get angry. I cry and I wail every time that I am hurt. I steam and I vent all of my frustrations into every single hole inside this house. This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I live my life in, every single hour of every day. All the times I was told I was useless and ungrateful. The pain and the sadness turned to anger and self-doubt. A foundation built to last beneath my sturdy prison. Though I struggled, I just could not let me out. The rooms in this house, well, they started getting smaller. The walls bulged and swelled, there was no room left to breathe. Pulled all the shades so I wouldn't scare the neighbors, but I died before I found the strength to leave. This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I lived my life in, every single hour of every day. The house you will find all across this country, house you will find from sea to shining sea, in every shape and every size, from mansions to apartments. You'll find lost but hopeful children just like me. No one else could save me, I had to decide. I broke the windows and the doors and pushed the shards aside. No one else could save me, I had to make the choice. I chose to let the light in, I chose to let the light out. I chose to raise my voice, raise my voice. This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I live my life in. Every single hour, every single hour, every single hour of every day.
Woo, woo, woo. I gotta unmute to woo, woo, woo. That is such an awesome song. Holy shit.
Let's say that on Facebook.
Sure. Why not? It's such a great song. I really respect how you can, lay bare all the emotions in a song. I'm so much more guarded. I want to keep everyone a little bit at arm's length, and you just let everyone right into that house.
Thanks, man.
Whew. Oh, I'm gonna put Gary on. Gary's clapping, and we're
Thank
gonna
you,
put
Gary.
I like being able to see when people are here. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. So I'm going to put up milesandmafale.com because I definitely want people to go and check out this new album of yours, Be Brave. Well, I'm going to play a much more shallow song. This is a song about... So the last one was about a toy, and a toy. I owe you a toy. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's Luke Skywalker.
Nice.
He's old and grizzled. Luke
Lightsaber,
Skywalker.
please. Lightsaber.
He's missing his light. He's
on.
missing his lightsaber.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Come
Forget.
on.
Just
Christ.
forget.
All right, fine.
Wisdom.
All right. Well, here's a song about my bygone. Actually, not even my bygone Les Paul. This is how much of an arm's length I'm keeping you. This is somebody else's Les Paul guitar. Here it is. I should've never sold my Les Paul. I should've never let it out of my sight. I should've never sold my Les Paul. Sunburst 85 somehow made me more alive. Once you start letting go, you lose the rock, you start getting old. I should've never sold my Les Paul. I never let it out of my heart. Wish I still had that black denim coat, sewn up with patches from every punk rock show. But you don't know love till you give it away. And that rust bucket tour van, think about it every day. But you can't go back once you take that job. Get a wife and 2 kids and a pool in the yard. Should've never sold my Les Paul, I never let it out of my heart. At the pawn shop every Saturday, the old man there shakes his head. I can't stop searching for my youth, for the sound, for my friends, for the life I should have had instead. I should have never sold my Les Paul, no, no, I should have never let it out of my sight. I should have never sold that Les Paul. Some burst 85, somehow made me more alive. Once you start letting go, lose the rock, you start getting old. I should have never sold my Les Paul. I should have never sold that sunburst Les Paul. I should have never sold my Les Paul. I never let it out of my heart. I never let it out of my heart. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't clap the way that you are
I can sort of use it a little. I can kind of use it a little. I love your. So you disparage your in terms of depth of writing. Your writing is awesome. Phil, I can't even describe to the world at large. They should support your Kickstarter with MacGuffin, which is a hilarious name for an album, because you are just a phenomenal writer. I'm a fan as well as a friend. I'm a
thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Every time you ask if I will sing on one of your songs, I'm like, yes, please ask me more. Ask me all the time. But no, seriously, your writing is phenomenal. So
well, speaking of that, we had such a great opportunity to have you all be a part of previous records, but this one in particular, and I was able to send you a couple different tunes and immediately throw some beautiful vocals, and I even asked Jay to sing. And Jay threw some great vocals on one of the tunes, so it was pretty sweet. I'm sorry?
It's all smoke and mirrors.
And for those of you also who, so we were talking about the album that we finished and are releasing that's available now. Phil mixed that with us. We reached a point where we could not be artist and engineer at the same time. And Jay and Phil nerded with each other quite a bit, but Phil put his incredible experience and talents out there for us, and we are eternally grateful for his patience with that and the beautiful work that he did.
Phil, before you start to deflect, when we had decided not to mix it in-house, we both thought the same things pretty much at the same time, which is the only person that we would trust with this particular record is Phil Henry. Thanks for taking the call, and thanks for saying yes.
Well, I appreciate it, and it was really so much fun to have these songs running through my head for basically a year.
And we're slow.
Please apologize to Allison for us having to listen over and over again, as I know that happens.
Okay. So this is not, I'm going to change gears. This is not, it's not technically a toy. I think it's more an ornament, but it was given to us by somebody who's watching. And we're not going to do the song that has a taco in it, but I thought I'd share the taco that a friend of ours sent in celebration of a song with tacos in it. I don't know if she's still on. I think she is.
Feel free to reveal yourself if you
Tacos!
want.
Right. But instead,
You're not going to out the taco person?
we're not going to out the taco person.
Maybe they don't want to be out.
But instead, we're
Olay.
gonna play a song that I think was a song that we were not sure. I don't know how to say it.
How strong it was?
We weren't sure.
If it was a good.
We're too close to this song for us to really be good judges of it. But Phil, you are the first person to really like hear it and say to us, "Hey, that's a good song." So we're gonna do Kenny and Lulu.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Don't mess it up because he said it's his favorite. Kenny, the strong man of the circus. He never smiled when the crowd stood up to cheer. He'd close his eyes, lifting a barbell up over his head, night after night, night after night. Kenny grew up under the big top. Nobody claimed him a boy, wandering lost, found by the clowns. Scribbled on paper and pinned to his shirt, only his name, only his name. Who wouldn't love to grow up in the circus? Acrobats, daredevils, horses and elephants, glittering lights, games on the midway, the smell of hot popcorn filling the air. Kenny dreamed of leaving the big top. Circus was family, but still he felt alone, though he couldn't say why. Scrolling past houses that didn't have wheels, with lights on inside, with lights on inside. Kenny found Lulu one rainy night, whimpering under his trailer, a small ball of fur. Curled up, she fit in the palm of his hand, impossibly light, impossibly light. Who wouldn't love to grow up in the circus? Acrobats, daredevils, horses and elephants, glittering lights, games on the midway, the smell of hot popcorn filling the air. Kenny called Lulu his dancing girl. She wore a pink tutu. The children would laugh as she twirled around. When the calliope started to play, she couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. For years they led the big parade. She danced until her final day. She was the strong man's child, they say. She taught him how to smile, they say. Kenny, the strong man of the circus. He thinks of Lulu, then strides into the ring, to the roar of the crowd, lifting his barbell up over his head, night after night, impossibly light. Who wouldn't love to grow up in the circus? Acrobats, daredevils, horses and elephants, glittering lights, games on the midway, the smell of hot popcorn filling the air.
Yay!
Thanks,
Thank
Phil.
you so much for playing that song. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. And thank you, Jason. Thank you, Janice.
Put Janice's clapping on. There we
Janice actually, I think she outed herself,
Did
right?
she out herself?
go. As the taco queen.
Yes.
Yeah!
Oh my goodness.
Boston eats the taco. Ah. All right. Please stop.
Oh my gosh. So let's see what I got for toys.
Charles Ives. Okay. Hi, Susan Lynn. Woo!
I think you're going to see a theme. Why I have this? My brother-in-law gave me this as a gift. So why someone would want an AT-AT or AT-AT, but it's after it's been knocked down by the rebels.
Sure. After it's had its legs tied up and then
Right.
What was the name of those white things they used to ride in the snow?
Oh, the snow speeders.
No. They were creatures. They were like,
Oh, the tauntauns.
Tauntauns.
Yeah. Speaking of nerding out, let's see. Yeah, I have more Star Wars toys than anything else, I think.
fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I was trying to figure out when the three of us actually met each other. Can you actually pinpoint it?
so
Well, we saw each other in the city when you did it on your radar recently.
no.
Woo!
No, but I mean for the
Was it-
first time.
did we meet at the Curveville Folk Festival or did we meet before then at like
At Falcon
one
Ridge
of
or
the
something.
conferences or at Falcon Ridge?
I have a feeling we might have met in passing at Falcon Ridge.
Okay.
I think that we came to your late night circle, your camp circle.
Oh, that's
Years
very
and years
possible.
ago.
At Camp Stupid American.
Somebody exactly. I think that may be the first time we didn't really meet. We just sat in the circle and played, a song and listened to everybody and hung out, but not by ourselves.
But I think what
Yeah.
solidified it was the snark incident. And for anybody watching who doesn't know, if you're not a musician, you don't know what a snark is.
Wait, Phil, don't. This is not your time.
This little tuner that clips on the guitar is a snark. And after Phil's song, we'll explain to you what the snark is.
Well, this is maybe about that very same year. This song takes place, I think, largely in the airport and on the plane on the way to Kerrville back in 2008. So I'm gonna put me in the thing. All right. This is called Weightless. I remember we were flying all through the terminal. Our feet weren't even touching the ground. Right past the Cinnabon we floated by, without the baggage of gravity holding us down. Outside the planes were jealous, tons of steel. They got nothing on us. You said they wanna be weightless, like you and me. I remember we were flying, and from my window seat the world was stretching out into blue, and in a sky of possibility. And it felt like there was nothing that we couldn't do. The plane came round to land, and you reached out to squeeze my hand and say, I always wanna be weightless, just you and me. Weightless. I've been falling all the way back down. on the ground. And I've been falling all the way back down. When my days are wearing heavy, when I feel my hopeful heart sink like a stone, I remember we were flying up above the clouds and we left all our worries below. Been falling for so long that I forgot where we belong. I know that we can be where there's just you and me. Where there's, we can be way less, way less. We can be way less, way less. We can be way less, way less.
Yeah.
I got my years mixed up though because I wrote that really about going to Kerrville in 2008, but we crossed paths at Kerrville and in 2011.
11.
Yes.
Yes.
And I do remember that we did spend a lot of time hanging out that weekend anyway.
Yes. And then
The snark incident was that we were camping in the same campsite. For those people who know Falcon Ridge, it was
The new folk.
the Rouse New Folk
Rouse
thing.
New Folk campsite.
Not Falcon Ridge, Kerrville rather.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the last days, and I found a little
It
blue
was the
snark,
last day, I think.
little blue snark tuner.
Right on the ground, right outside our tent. Like
Which, by the
directly-
way, I had bought. Oh, I gave away the punchline already.
Well, it doesn't matter. If people can see it coming miles away. But I had asked around, like, did anybody lose? I tried to be, a good folky. Does anybody lose
Lose the
their
snark,
tuner?
lose
And
this,
at
lose this tuner.
The part that I just remembered is at the time, those were fairly new on the scene and kind of like a hot, cool thing to have. And so I did
asked
ask
around
around.
a
I was
lot.
like, did somebody lose this? They weren't expensive or anything, but and everyone was like, no, it's not mine, it's not mine, it's not mine. And then
And we went home.
Then we went home and I kept the snark, and then I had a snark, and that's the end of the story. No, that's not the end. Then later, I think we were doing some shows together.
No, we did a run of shows with you. We were at a house concert up in, was it New Hampshire where the house concert, or Connecticut where the house concert
Connecticut,
was?
yeah.
It was a beautiful post and beam edition that we were doing this house concert.
I was at Jeff Kimball's parents' house in Hebron, Connecticut.
Is that what it was?
Jeff, who's on the stream tonight as well. Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
And you were talking about, I think you were telling the story of losing your capo.
No,
Right? Was that-
tuner. Losing the tuner, yeah.
Losing the
That I spend so much money on freaking tuners all the time. Like I left a tuner in Texas, for God's sake.
And then I was like,
Jay
I
said,
think this is your
Is this your tuner? Because it was blue. It was a very specific shade of blue.
Yeah, and I had bought that at a music store in Queensbury on the way to the airport because I was like, I don't have a tuner, and Gary Moon and Allison and I stopped at a place, and there it was. So.
But the thing, it gets better
better.
because karma comes around.
Although
guess,
I
in
don't
some
know what
ways.
you're doing right outside of our tent flap in the middle of the night. I'm just gonna put that on.
Well, the thing was, we left like right in the middle of the night because we had to catch like the 5 a.m. flight out of San Antonio. So we we left the song circle probably in a dust clouds rolling.
Flung the tuner flung off of your leg. Okay. You swung your guitar around and it flung off.
There's a
Okay.
tuner and like a left shoe was there. So that
And we were at Falcon Ridge.
Thanks, Gary. So, but then a couple of years later, because when I finally told you it was like, I think I have your tuner, you were like, well, I already have another tuner now.
I don't need another.
You can just use it. I was like, I don't want your stupid used tuner.
So you kept it.
But I did keep it.
And we're at Falcon Ridge.
And then
I'm hurrying the story
a couple of years later, if anybody knows who Laura Herskovich is, we were at Falcon Ridge and she was going to go on stage as, I think, an emerging artist. And she was like,
oh my God,
I can't find my tuner. And I said, why don't you borrow my
Phil Henry's tuner?
That's not all.
And then afterward, something happened, like it fell off and somebody stepped on it and broke it.
It broke it.
And then she was like, oh my God, Jay, I'm so sorry. I broke your tuner that you lent me. And I was like, it wasn't really mine.
It wasn't.
It's fine. But then she mailed me a new tuner afterward.
A new snark.
So
like how the snark that keeps going.
So that's the story about the snark.
I think it's nifty. I think it's kind of a fun. I just can't get over the fact that you were talking. We happened to be at a house concert where you were we co-billed the house concert and you told the story. We were there. It just the timing of that is such craziness. Okay, so this is a new song, like a new song that's not on the album at all, but it will be on the next one, which we're already in the process of planning. She brings the boxes from the car, then shuts her eyes to take a breath. Standing still so long, it makes her dizzy. That first step, there's no redemption in regret or any worn out sad excuse. But how she struggled and she fought until she finally faced the truth. Do you think you're broke so bad there is no way to fix it? Best thing you can do, make something new with the pieces when you're shattered. In the glow of the machine, she reaches down and grabs a bottle. Her hands are sticky, but she feels the cleanest that she has in years. She hears the grinding of the gears, but no more roar inside her mind. Maybe all she really needed was to leave some things behind. Do you think you're broke so bad there is no way to fix it? Best thing you can do, make something new with the pieces when you're shattered. Gather what you can, sort it out later. Don't even have a plan, just a little bit of change. Do you think you're broke so bad there is no way to fix it? Best thing you can do, make something new with those pieces when you're shattered. When you're shattered. I didn't know how loud it was getting.
The entire internet can hear you. No, it's good. I love it. Good new song.
We woke up. Thanks, man. We woke up Walter, who was kind of snoozing under our desk right here.
I'm a little disappointed that Walter has not made an appearance, but I suppose it's fine. He's doing his thing.
Being a good studio dog.
Might be upside down. Can you see him?
Walter.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, buddy.
All right. Well, on my new record, I've got a couple of real Vermont songs, and this one is one of them. This is a ghost story from Stowe area of Vermont, and this is called "Only Emily Knows." Got to produce the show while I'm performing. There we go. Way up in the hills in the hollow of Stowe, with the Gold Brook running way down below, where a covered bridge stands frozen in time, and a forlorn lover once lost her life. Oh, the story goes, cold as a north wind blows. Where they say young Emily left her home in a wedding dress and an old wool coat, and she waited on the bridge in the dead of night for her sweet boy to come and make her his bride. Oh, the story goes, cold as a north wind blows. Alone she died out on the Gold Brook Bridge, and why only Emily knows. Some say she jumped, some say she drowned, some say that sweet boy struck her down, some say a rope was tied above, all for false hearts broken love. Oh, the story goes, cold as the north wind blows. Alone she died out on the Gold Brook Bridge, and why only Emily knows. Now I don't believe what the locals say, that a ghost still haunts that bridge today. Hi, Dad. If I were driving through the town of Stowe, I'd go 20 extra miles past the covered bridge road. Oh, the story goes, she'll scratch your car with a howling moan. Oh, don't you drive out on the Gold Brook Bridge, don't ask why, only Emily knows. Don't ask why, only Emily knows. All right, once again, I learned that I cannot read the comments while I'm singing the damn song. As much as it's great that people are commenting, I got to ignore them. So my dad popped on. My parents are here. Here's my very good looking,
Good job.
good looking
We're
dad.
so glad. We love your son. He's awesome.
But my mom, Mary Ellen, is in there too. But then Jason was talking about, it would be a great song with fiddle. Well, it's funny you say that, Jason, because there absolutely is a killer fiddler, Mr. Jimmy Kolb, who lives in Kentucky. And while I say that he's in Kentucky, he right now is on his way to Vermont. He is driving from Kentucky so that tomorrow we can start a little mini tour. Like we've got a week booked full of gigs this coming week. And Jimmy's such a great fiddle player, and he plays on my records, and he's awesome. I will tell you where he is probably right at this very moment, because he was looking for really cheap places to camp on his way between Kentucky and Vermont, and he told me, he announced the other day that he would be staying. He found a really good cheap rate at a clothing optional campsite in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Nice. And what option do you think he will take?
He said that he was not going to partake, but he was just thinking, this is an inexpensive place to pitch my tent, metaphorically or literally, I guess, is more the point.
Too easy and too cheap.
Inside your tent or camper, technically, all campsites are clothing optional.
You're absolutely right. Hey, Jay, before you do that next song, I have to ask about this guitar. I've been eyeing it all night, and I need you to spill it.
So for the nerds, which might just be you and me.
No, I see a few other nerds in the stream.
Somebody said that was a real story, though. If that's a real ghost story, that story. I'm switching back for a second.
Real, I'm not sure. It is because nobody can decide, when this happened exactly, whether it was 1800s or the 20s or maybe the 70s. They don't know how she died, and they don't even know if there was such a person as Emily.
Okay.
But the story definitely is that you should not cross that bridge. I found it because somebody posted something about should I go take somebody to Emily's bridge, and somebody said not if you're a man, because apparently she will scratch the side of the cars that cross the bridge, especially if you are male.
That's horrible. Terrifying.
That is. I don't want this.
I do. I do.
Are you into the ghost stories? You like that?
Big fan.
No.
Excellent.
Can we go back to talking about toys and stuff? Jeez.
All right. So
tell us about your toy.
So this is a guitar I picked up during the pandemic. This is a Godin. It looks like Godin. It's Canadian. They pronounce it Godin. This is a Fifth Avenue Uptown custom Kimizigam. I think that's what it's called. It's basically what you call a jazz box or a jazz guitar. It is a hollow body guitar. It's essentially an acoustic guitar with a couple of kick-ass humbuckers on it and a Bigsby.
Nice. Do you use the Bigsby?
Only when I do this. So I have found, like, at the end of 2 songs, I can get away with.
Use it or no fuss.
There you go. Just a little wobble on the sustain at the end.
Use it no fuss a little.
Basically, those are the 2 songs with no fuss. Tell you what, with the next song that we play, right at the very end, I'll add a little of the.
How much longer we're just trying to figure out which song. So.
Yeah, really good question. So let me see. We're coming up on an hour. You want to do why don't I can't talk.
That's easy for you to say.
Well, why don't you do a song? I'll do a song, and then you wrap everything up. How's that sound?
Okay. So this song and another one.
Phil, you're Kickstartering. You should wrap it up.
Yeah, but I've done a live stream like every other day for the last 3 weeks. So I've played every song I know. So I'm thrilled to be an audience member.
All right. Well, we're changing gears. So we're going to do a different song, and we'll finish with that one.
How's that sound?
It's your
generous.
And then we'll do a song together at the end.
Can we do the Tom Petty song? Are you muted? Is that what happened?
No. Yeah, you can still hear me. Yeah.
I like doing that one. So I would climb in the back of the van and be in Phil's band any day.
I'll run sound.
All right. Safe and warm in your arms, sitting in the big chair by the fire. I would get to choose each night glass of milk, glowing light. Remember to be brave when facing monsters. One more page, I would beg. Not tonight, now it's time for bed. Night by night, year by year, stories took us far from here. Remember to be brave when facing monsters. Sometimes gruff, sometimes squeaky, sometimes whispering or chirping like a bird. Every single word, every single word you read to me with love. Fires burned in our town, shiny boots, men I'd never seen. No one saw me hide, just one, the book you read when mine were done. Remember to be brave. Empty shelves in our home, I had never seen you sit so still. You took it gently from my hand, you set it down, I did not understand. You said, all that they have burned is paper. Sometimes gruff, sometimes squeaky, sometimes whispering or chirping like a bird. Every single word you read to me with love. Wisps of gray, trembling hands help you to your chair beside the fire. Failing eyes still filled with light, it will be my voice tonight. Remember to be brave when facing monsters. Sometimes gruff, sometimes squeaky, sometimes whispering or chirping like a bird. Every single word, every single word I'll read to you with love, with love, with love.
Yes.
It's weird
Remember
how
to be brave.
it's taken us so long
sorry.
to get this album out, but then so many of the songs are the amount of book banning that's happening right now. Like we just didn't. It's like we can sit here and be like, oh, we feel terrible. It's just so frustrated that it took us so long to get it out. But at the same time, like right now, we just feel like, oh, right, that song right now is different than it was before. Like so many of them that way. Not to be like toot our own horn or anything, but like maybe all the frustration you had with us because we were so slow with you is okay.
Well, I love, there's something to the idea that, there are historical precedents to these things that come around again and again. So,
Right.
Unfortunately, that it will keep on coming back up again,
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to put my Kickstarter back in the
Contribute
the
to
comments.
comments.
I'm just giving the hard sell because it's kind of a hard, it's kind of a soft hard shell because we've made our goal. Like we've made our basic goal. I sent off the tracks to be made into CDs
Awesome.
yesterday. they're gone.
That's awesome.
They're doing their thing. We've raised the money so that we can have people promote it to folk radio all over the country and literally all over the world. I mean, our last record was being played in New Zealand and in Canada and you know, all the way across the world. But the final step, and it's not even because I want it, is to press vinyl records, because record heads are totally into this thing. I don't have a record player. Well, I lied. I have a record player over here that's like a Snoopy little turntable that, you know, I have to tape pennies to the top so that it won't skip. But it doesn't sound good on that.
You have to like ride the bicycle to make the thing turn.
Yes, exactly. Sure. It's very much like that. So, those of you who would like to, we'd love you to just to do a little, even if you don't listen to records. If you want to go and get a digital download, this will open that up and help the people who do want vinyl. It's very socialist of us. Everyone chip in, so you know, my friend Pete in Rhode Island can have a record. All right, so I'm going to do just this one more song, and then we'll turn it back to you for one more song. This is going on our theme of toys. So if you want to have, like, you know, toys playing in the background as it goes, that would be, I think I can do that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then you'll have, oh, Robbie, is that Robbie? It's Robbie the Robot. Fantastic. All the other kids got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and all the other kids got Mario on NES. All the other kids, they've got it all, but could care less. That's the other kids, that ain't me. All the other kids, they're rocking brand new Airwalk sneakers, and all the other kids watch Toy Story 2 on DVD. All the other kids, moms bought them anything they want. That's the other kids, that ain't me. Saturdays, my mom and me, we'd hit the yard sale scene, and we find the things the rich kids throw away. It's quarter for two Matchbox cards, a dime for every baseball card, $1 for that knockoff brand guitar. Saturdays are still my day to hit the yard sale scene and to find the things the rich kids throw away. I got Mario and Space Jam pucks, I got Airwalk kicks and Lego blocks, Teenage Mutant Turtles just today. All the other kids are buying houses in the suburbs, and all the other kids, they're driving brand new SUVs. All the other kids, they think they've got it all. That's the other kids. That's the other kids. That ain't me. That ain't me. No, that ain't me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Live fade. Nice.
I know. I'm cheating. It's cheating.
That's awesome. That made me want to roller skate.
Oh goodness.
That's awesome.
I didn't know we could bring
Phil,
tracks.
you're writing.
All right. Oh my gosh, this has been so much fun.
Why don't you look closer? Why don't we look closer? That makes me sad.
Oh Jesus, I'm sorry. Here it
Live
comes.
closer, not look closer. Yeah.
No, live closer, not look right. I
that
don't mean look
cuts her.
closer. I said live. Live.
Oh, why don't we live closer?
Why don't we live closer?
Oh, because
Phil,
you
why
have
don't you
not
live
decided to
closer?
move to Vermont.
We'll think about it.
I keep on trying to get our friends Jeff and Wendy to move out from Syracuse, and Wendy is on board, and Jeff is not doing it. I mean, we're Vermont is where it's at, my friends.
I'm sorry, you took djembe lesson today.
Yeah.
And Jay's like, well, it's Vermont. Of course there's djembe lesson.
There's a drum circle on every corner.
Every corner.
That's what
Whatever you want, you can get it. Come to Vermont. Ooh, it almost rhymes. No? It's a state jingle. Whatever you want. You never mind. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Get what you want in Vermont.
Hey, I just realized when are you sending
Find it in Vermont.
when are you sending the new record to radio, Phil?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Oh, it's going for August 1st.
It's gonna
Awesome.
It's gonna beat us.
Of course. It's my brother's birthday, August 1st.
I was
Your
hoping.
new record will be a Leo.
That's true. That is true. Just like me.
I was hoping. Oh, happy
Happy
almost birthday.
birthday.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that that we would release to folk radio at the same time so we could compete and we'd like up against the Phil Henry
Seriously,
record.
that's
Yeah.
what you say?
And every
I'm
week,
gonna move to Vermont and leave Jay here.
every week we could text each other like, "Yeah, we got 6 spins this week." And you got
This is going to be so much better because when does yours go? Like you said,
Probably
September. So perfect. So I will be like falling down the charts. It'll be gone by then, and then you'll be able to. I'll be able to cheer you on. It'll be great.
Why don't we not compete?
this will be the
I like
song
that.
that
I'm
knocks
gonna
you
tell
out of
my
the top
husband
10.
to talk quieter. This is okay. This is actually you can sing along. All you people who are listening, this is a sing along. So if you want to, you can sing along when the time comes. This is that taco, the aforementioned taco song. A dear old friend and I had plans to meet, lunch to eat at the food truck, our favorite food truck, on Taco Tuesday, Tasty Tuesday. La la la, la la la. Found a parking spot nearby, lots of shade for me, right beneath a tree filled with grackles, gray-tailed grackles. They're so noisy. Cacophony, la la la, la la la. It was the season of the cricket, Blackfield crickets did abound, could be found on the ground all around. A plague of grackles filled the sky, piercing yellow eyes, rusty door hinge cries, so unpleasant, yet iridescent, purple, blue, greenish too. La la la, la la la. The crickets did not sense the danger, impending danger. Watch your backs, your chirps attract, the birds attack. Protein snacks. And oh, the slaughter, it raged on, to the bird's delight and the cricket's plight, with no end in sight, lost our appetite. Back in the car, I fled the scene, where I clung to hope. It was a fraying rope. Could any cricket, one single cricket, have survived, still be alive.
La la la.
That's the lowercase version.
La la la.
That's when I saw him on the windshield beneath the whiteberg. Escaped his fate. I'll liberate, help relocate. He'll emigrate. So now my dear new friend and I are living free from fear. He is safe right here on my front porch, my screened-in front porch, sharing tacos, homemade tacos. La la la,
La la la. La la la. La la la. Thanks for singing along, Phil.
La la la. It just appears as me. La la la.
Well done. Well
La,
played.
la, la. It's hilarious.
This was epic. There were props. There was sing along. There were emojis.
It was awesome.
I see chirping crickets. Thank you, Janice.
Oh, we love you so much. Such fans, Bill.
The best stream I've done today.
I can't wait to have that hot little CD in my hand. I'm very excited for the record.
All right.
Record player, so I cannot ask you for a vinyl, but I hope that you get the extra needed to press vinyl because I hope that for you.
For
Really
sure.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Scott Moore. I just saw Scott. I saw Scott.
Yeah.
Perfect
Right?
caption harmony.
I could really feel it. I felt it. This was fun. Phil, thank you so much for having us.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for offering your evening. And this is a rare live stream appearance for Miles and Mafale. I so happy that you opened up your living room and played with your toys and sang some songs for us tonight. I really love you guys, and I hope that we will get a chance to see each other again really soon.
We're going to see you at Falcon Ridge, where you'll be on stage
as Most Wanted.
As a Most Wanted artist.
Woo!
Thank you. And you all are going to be at Falcon Ridge on the Thursday night music stage, which is
Indeed
a pretty as part of the Fuss and Feathers. No Fuss and Feathers. I still keep on trying to throw a roadshow on the end, and it's not it. It's the No Fuss and Feathers.
Kill the roach
on Thursday night. And there's a great lineup for that. So that's
looking forward to it.
So we'll at least get to hang out a little bit then, and y'all can sing along in real life if you come down Falcon Ridge.
Yay! Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for spending all the crazy time with us.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.